All right, let's imagine we want to add a follow button to the right side of each element. In this case, we need a custom template. So let me show you how to create this. Back in our XAML file, I'm going to remove this image cell and instead add a view cell. Now, inside view cell, we can put any elements. In this case, because we have multiple elements, I want to use a stack layout to make them look like this. So, stack layout. I'm going to set the orientation of this stack layout to horizontal. Now, inside this stack layout, we're going to have 3 elements. An image, another stack layout, which includes 2 labels, and a button. So, image. I'm going to set the source and use binding to image URL. Now the second or the inner stack layout. Stack layout. Orientation is going to be vertical by default, so I'm not going to set that here. We're just going to have 2 labels. First one is going to be bound to the name property of the contact. I'm going to copy this, paste, and the second one is going to be bound to status. Now for this demo, I'm going to set the text color to gray so we can differentiate between these 2 labels. And finally, here's our button. Text is going to be follow. Now let's run the application and see what happens. This is what we get. It looks pretty messy. So let's see what's going on here. First of all, I'm going to apply a background color to our outer stack layout. So background color, yellow. So for each item, you can see that the stack layout stretches to fill its container. And you can see that in each item, we have plenty of unused space. Now, what I want to do here is to allocate that unused space to this vertical stack layout. And this will push the follow buttons to the right side of the screen. So here's our inner stack layout. I'm going to set is horizontal options. Now I'm going to use one of the members that has and expand. So we've got start and expand, fill and expand, end and expand, center and expand. When we have and expand, that means any available space should be allocated to this element. In this case, I'm going to use start and expand because I want this stack layout to be horizontally on the left. So start and expand. Let's run the application again. Okay, that's much better. So you can see that any extra space is now allocated to our inner stack layout. Now, another thing I want to improve here is to add a bit of padding because currently the image and the follow button are very close to the edges of the page. So for the outer stack layout, I'm going to remove background color and instead apply padding of 5 units. Okay, you can see that we've got a bit of padding around each item, but now we have a different problem. The detail for the second item is leaking into the third item. The reason for this is by default, all rows in a list view have the same height. We can easily fix this problem by going back to our list view and setting has uneven rows to true. With this, the height of each item will be based on its content. Let's take a look at the result. And here is a beautiful list view.